What's good, y'all? Episode 19. Can you believe that? Crosswalk. I'm Jax. That's Cross. We got a ton of stuff to talk about today. But first, how are you doing? How's the week gone so far?
I'm good. It's always good. Always a treat when we get to jump on here, chop it up. But all in all, doing well, man. Doing well. What about you?
I could be better. Yeah, and my musical heroes just away today. D'Angelo. I wish I could play some music, but we get copyright real fast. But
Mm-hmm.
definitely one of my heroes. One of the reasons that I even wanted to do music when I was doing it. So he passed away today, pancreatic cancer, age 51. So pretty sad about that. And on top of that, the Cowboys lost too. So yeah, it's going great. It's going fantastic. But let's jump into this first thing. I want to dig into some UFC stuff like right off the bat. So um was it yesterday that it was announced? Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
on Tuesday. It's our bro. Yesterday was a rough day. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
the UFC 323 card was announced, or at least part of it. So we got Marab versus Peter Yan 2. So we'll start
Mm-hmm.
when you heard that that was announced. What were your immediate thoughts?
Was like, man, like the activity from Marab is just respected. Um, Very curious to see how Jan's gonna be able to deal with, everything he had to deal with in the first fight.
Hmm.
And if we kind of look back, man, there's a reason why nobody's ever done this because it is extremely difficult to do. And maybe this the fight where we finally see, Marab see some adversity in his championship reign. Cause I mean, it's been one-way traffic in since he's,
Pretty
been
much.
at the top of the division. So yeah, that was
Mhm.
my initial thought. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I admire what he's doing. It definitely um, puts some different thoughts into the GOAT conversation when it comes to him and Dominic Cruz. But I mean, it's pretty amazing. But on the flip side, he is fighting a known commodity. He's fighting somebody he's fought before, so he does kind of know how that should go, how that should look. And I'm curious from Han's perspective what he's going to do different, like because he's got to do something different because that last time did not work. Um,
Hmm.
and going based on what we have said before on the possible way to get Marab out of there is you got to hurt him, with a big shot.
Hmm.
Is Peter Yan the guy that can do that?
It's not really his style, but I mean, maybe you can catch him with a knee when he's like trying to shoot or something like that, or maybe catch them in tight in the in boxing range or something. But like nobody's been able to solve that puzzle ever since Marab's had all this momentum going. But at the same time, man, Peter Yan, like, is no slouch, definitely like former champion, like it's not like Peter Yan's just a nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely not. And this is the fight that I think should be happening. He deserves it.
Hmm.
Um, I was talking about him getting it before this, so I have no problems with the fight, but I don't I don't see it going any differently to be honest. But the Pantoja, Alexandre Pantoja against Joshua Van fight.
Hmm.
How do you see that one going? Because I think I probably have a similar thought process on that one.
So for me and that one, like I think this fight is just gonna be decided if Van can keep it on the feet or not. If Van can keep it on the feet, it's gonna be a phenomenal fight because we know how Pantoja, he's just gonna march forward, walk forward, not give you any respect, and take you to the ground and just get you out of there in
Mhm.
quick order. So, Joshua Van's got really good takedown defense. We saw that in the Ray Saruya fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he can keep it on the feet, he's got a chance, but it's a tall task.
Yeah. I think if the only way that Van The only path to victory is that I can see is, like you said, keeping it on the feet, but him making it more of a brawl. I think that that Joshua Van can out brawl him, but Pantoja is very smart, and he's been through these brawls. He knows,
Mhm.
that's not the best way to go. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But I think both of these champions are gonna be heavily favored.
For
Um,
sure. I definitely agree.
mhm. Now this next fight though is very interesting. Sean Brady against Michael Morales. What do you think about that one?
I mean, I think this fight just got announced. Like, was that maybe like today or like later
Like
yesterday?
late last night. Yeah.
Yeah. So man, that one's I'm a little kind of split on. And I think this kind of similar to the Van Pantoja thing where if Morales keeps it on the feet, I think he'll piece up. Um I think he'll piece him up. But
Hmm.
if we go to the ground, like I think it's gonna be a totally different ball game. So it's gonna be one of those fights where I think it's really gonna be a coin flip. Either guy can win it.
Yeah.
But I mean, phenomenal fight though. Phenomenal fight. Welterweight kind of went to sleep for a little while,
Mm.
but now that UFC 322 is getting a little closer, we got to remember like the welterweight division was on fire at one point.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is a big fight. This is a really big fight for the division, for the youth of the division. Especially when it comes to Michael Morales. Like I'm curious how he's gonna deal with that wrestling. Because if it does stay on the feet, like I think that Sean is not even in his league when it comes to striking. But can he keep it on the feet? I mean, there's so many fights that are like that. We just talked about
Hmm.
Van and Pantoja. Like, there's so many fights that if it stays on the feet, where this is going. But can it stay there? You know. And the last fight, and this is the one that was the most puzzling to me, but like I'm kind of excited for it, is Henry Cejudo against Peyton Talbot. What was like? Were you surprised that this fight was together?
I feel like this fight kind of just came out of nowhere. I don't even know how it really makes sense. I mean, Peyton Talbot just got the one win after getting kind of humbled at UFC
Hmm.
311 earlier this year.
Yep.
And now he's moving. Now he's going all the way up to Henry Cejudo, who's at the tail end of his career. So it's a very interesting matchup. And I think this is just like kind of like how the other fights we were talking about. It's all going to come down to where it takes place. If it's on the feet, I feel like I like Talbot in it, but Cejudo, Olympic level wrestler. We saw Peyton Talbot get controlled at UFC 311. So, but he did make some really good adjustments after that fight, and his takedown defense looks so much better. So it's another intriguing matchup.
Yeah. I was very confused by them putting it together, but this could be just them giving Peyton a gift and trying to, you know, get one of the, like you say all the time, the old eat the young. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a situation where they get Henry Cejudo out of those rankings and possibly out of the company altogether. So, and he hasn't won a fight since he came back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this would be a good way for Peyton to introduce himself to the top 15, possibly the top 10, because I think Henry Cejudo's number 10 right now. Um, just imagine if Peyton knocks him out, which that Henry doesn't get knocked out like that, but what if he does?
Yeah.
Now,
And then on top of it, I mean, it's not like Peyton Talbot is like he doesn't have big time power for at bantamweight. He does, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And Cejudo is 10. So yeah, you're you're
mhm,
you're spot on.
yeah. So that that makes this whole thing a very interesting. I'm puzzled by the matchup. I would think that Henry would be fighting somebody still ranked but lower in the rankings, but and Peyton will be fighting outside the rankings. But whatever. I'm not Mick Maynard and Sean Shelby, so I guess they knew something I didn't know. That's a good one to point to. Royval against Manel Cop. You know the reason why
Mhm.
I didn't bring this up because Manel Cop never makes it to the fight. So
True.
so
True.
until I see him walking down, actually until I see him in the octagon, I'm not gonna hold my breath that this is actually happening.
And there's another one we're forgetting too is Jan Blachowicz versus Brogna Guskov.
Yes, yeah, Anthony Smith too. Yeah,
Mhm. The
yeah,
evil Anthony Smith.
the evil. um, do you think that this is like the swan song for Jan? Because I mean, his last fight, what was it against Olberg? He looked
Mhm.
so slow, and he's never
Mhm.
been a fast person, but he looked very slow in that fight.
Mhm.
And it could be Olberg
Yeah,
freezing him, but I don't think so.
I think it's definitely his swan song. In the last fight with Olberg, I just think that's just the way their styles kind of matched up. I mean, Olberg's not one of those guys that's on the front foot coming after guys.
Yeah.
He's using the footwork, circling on the edge of the void, and then once you close the distance, like he'll slip and then look to counter you. So I think those styles didn't quite fit very well for a very entertaining fight. But
Yeah.
I think Guskov is more of like a guy that tries to use his power a bit more. So I think this one should be a bit more entertaining. But this is
Mhm.
definitely, one of the last making the walks for Jan Blachowicz.
Yeah, man, I think so too. I think so. But I don't think he got enough love while he was champion.
Hmm.
But I mean, he's had an amazing career, that's for sure. Um, Shout out to Lazy. Yeah, you noticed the special font. We changing it up, trying to do a little something. And then also shout out to Big Dog Chico for sure. And then Grimy. He said Van needs to watch the Ursig fight and not make the stupid decision to take him down. Yeah, yeah,
I don't think we got to worry about that from Van. I think Van is all about just standing and banging.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna initiate anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, so this next thing I want to talk about is we're getting into the NFL, so we're getting into a painful area, um but the Bills, the Eagles, and the Lions have all lost. I think the Bills are on a two game losing streak. Um, so do you think that we don't have any super teams anymore? Like we don't have any elite teams anymore, or do you think it's just a bad couple weeks?
I think it's a little bit of we don't really have the elite teams anymore. Because I mean, if you look at these divisional leaders in the NFL, man, the Pats are tied for first place. The Steelers, the Colts, the Chargers, Philly, what you expect. Green Bay and the Eagles battling out at the top. Tampa Bay sitting at 5-1, and San Francisco. So I mean, yeah, I don't think anybody's really separated themselves in the NFL. It's kind of like what you would expect from professional sports league, man. You want to see all this, like it's kind of like everybody still is in the hunt and has a chance.
Yeah, everybody except for the Jets is in
Yeah,
the hunt. Jets,
yeah.
good God.
Maybe the Bengals too. Maybe them too.
Yeah, the Bengals neither one of them. God, no. Man, the Jets they had -10 net passing yards. -10.
That sounds very like the Jets, believe it or
Yeah,
not.
yeah. I feel so bad for Aaron Glenn. Um, and you remember last week, when we talked about this. I thought that the Lions were the best team in football, but like now I don't know who the best team in football is anymore. Before
Hmm.
I would have said the Bills, but I mean the Bills clearly have their own issues. The Eagles' offense is garbage. Um, I don't know. I don't know who's good anymore, except for one team. I do think that one team is actually pretty good. I won't say they're elite, but I do think that they're pretty good, and that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which you mentioned, and they have Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner. Do you think that Baker Mayfield is the front runner for the MVP at this point?
Yeah, I think right now he is. Nobody's really done anything outside of him really to to kind of like stand out from the rest of the league when you think about it. Like honestly, I would say it's still very much wide open right now, and still a
Mhm.
lot of football left to be played. But I
Lots.
think you could say he's in the driver's seat right now. But with that said, there's so much football left to be played.
Yeah. I definitely think that he's in the driver's seat. One, because of how he's played, but two, his team has played that well, and they've had half the team out. Their team is injured. So yeah, that definitely means something. Gotta love him. State quarterback.
Grimey so petty,
Boy,
dog.
he had to find a way. He had to find a way. Hey, Ohio State quarterbacks do struggle when they come to the league.
Mhm.
That's for sure. Um, but it's unfortunate that and I'm gonna bring him in because I'm a Cowboys fan. Dak Prescott has had an amazing year. It's just the rest of his team has been terrible.
Let's pump the brakes. Let's slow it down now on Dakota Prescott. Now let's slow it
Hey,
down.
hey, he's playing like the Quavius Prescott right now. That is the Quavius Prescott. 10 touchdowns in the last 4 games, no interceptions. Like, dude's balling, but his defense
They're-
is
and they're 2 and
his
3.
defense.
And they're 2 and 3. With one tie.
Yeah, 2, 3, and 1. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so did you see this fight? I mean, I guess you can call it a fight.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Man, I saw it, man. Branch is a Bama guy, so I saw it. Grimy, me and Grimy were talking about it on Discord, but I definitely saw it, man. Like he definitely had Juju looking like, bro, you don't want that smoke, dog. Like Branch was ready for the whole team, dog.
I mean, so when talking about it on the different media outlets, First Take and all that stuff, they were saying like, dude, you had 3 hours to get at this dude, and now you want to say something?
Yeah. I mean, I get that too. But when you're in the heat of battle, man, sometimes it just boils over,
Mhm. It does. It does. I get it. I mean, hopefully they patch it up, I suppose. But yeah, it was. Well, the main thing for me is I hope he's not suspended for a game, because that's what people have been talking about, is him being suspended for the next game, and I hope that that's
I
not.
think that's what the NFL gave to him.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's terrible.
but when I thought about it, bro, like what came to my mind was Andre Johnson, Cortland Finnegan. Like DBs, receivers gonna get into it. Like it
Yeah,
just is what it is,
yeah. Andre Rison and Dion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it happens. It happens, but I didn't think that. I think that he should have just been fined and just let him play. But I guess they're trying to come down on him. But speaking of somebody came down on, James Franklin got fired at Penn State, and you called it too. You said he was
Mm-hmm.
gonna get fired before it happened, and I
Yep.
was like, no, they're gonna give him a little leeway. So what do you think went
Bro.
wrong? Like, why did you make that prediction?
All right, so I'm break it to you like this. Kurt Signetti in 2 seasons at Indiana has the same amount of top 10 wins that James Franklin had at Penn State in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like I get it, like he had the really good stats, the winning percentage, but those are all against the teams that they should beat. Like he wasn't beating Ohio State, he wasn't beating Michigan, and he wasn't winning playoff games. And at a program like Penn State, like you get paid to beat Ohio State, you get paid to beat Michigan, you get paid to compete for national championships. And yes, he's a good coach, and probably if you look around the country, James Franklin is like a top 10, top 15 coach based on the numbers.
Yeah.
But you got to win some of those big games.
Mm-hmm. What do you think went wrong?
I think they've never quite figured it out at quarterback up there. Like Drew Aller was supposed to be the guy, clearly wasn't the guy, now out for the season. I remember, I don't know if you remember Christian Hackenberg. He was supposed to be
Yes,
the
I do.
guy at Penn State.
Yeah.
He didn't really do anything. Trace McSorley, like they have just never hit at
Yeah.
that position at any point. And you think about it, all this NFL talent comes out of Penn State every year. And
Mhm.
just like this year, a lot of NFL talent gonna come out of there, but they just cannot figure it out. And for whatever reason, like being explosive out wide, like you don't really hear too many big time receivers coming out of there or big
No.
time quarterbacks. And I think they just that's a big time program. Like they gotta have a winner there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like you, I know on one of the or on previous lives we've talked like um which college is wide receiver you or something like that. And it sure ain't Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for their linebackers.
Yep.
And just the way that they play football, it's never really conducive to a good passing game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the who was the last good quarterback that came out of there? Kerry
Kerry
Collins.
Collins. Yeah, Kerry Collins. Real
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. I don't know. They probably just need a whole uh mindset shift when it comes to their offensive, the way that they use the offense.
Mm-hmm.
Grimy said, "You think they hire Matt Rule?"
So Matt Rule is like if Matt Rule is 1A, he's 1A, and then Kurt Signetti's 1B. Like Matt Rule went to Penn State, so he's got ties to Penn State.
Mhm.
Kurt Signetti's from Pennsylvania. He's the Indiana coach right now, but I think them trying to go get Kurt Signetti is going to be very expensive. But I know they got big time money at Penn State, so really, if for me, I think if they want to take that next step, they would need to go to Signetti because I think he got that attitude. And I mean, when you a coach and you telling people like, "Hey, I'm a winner. Google me," like, bro, like that's that energy
Yeah,
that you need, and that's why they just went on the road and beat Oregon.
yeah,
Like the team moves to the beat of their head coach.
yeah, yeah. And I think I know the answer to this, but I want to know why you think this. But um, as far as coaches are concerned, it's different. It's different when it comes to college coaches and football and professional football coaches. Why do you think that they're able to like put their stamp on a team more so in college than in the pros?
So for starters, in college, I mean, you're dealing with younger men, whereas in the NFL, these are grown men that's got families at home and they got to provide for them the whole nine. So first off, you got that element, and
Yeah.
then a lot of times, man, some of these guys they're coming from places where they don't have a real father figure, and that head coach is
Mhm.
like a father figure for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of these kids, man, they're learning how to become men. And and in football, it's such that camaraderie and being in the locker room and competing and
Mhm.
dealing with adversity, man. There's so many life lessons that go into it. And
Yeah.
you're at a stage in your life where you're developing and you're learning like things that are gonna make you to be the man you're gonna be 20, 30, 40 years down the road.
Mhm. Yep. No, I totally agree, and I think that that's why, like, North Carolina, thought that bringing in a Bill Belichick was going to work, pretty quickly. And then that's not to say that it won't work. It's just it's going to need time, and I don't know how much time he has, as far as like that he wants to invest in this, being the age he's at. But yeah, with that particular mindset, you can see why the Pete Carrolls, Nick Sabans, those type of
Mm-hmm.
guys were very
Mm-hmm.
successful because of how they ran the program, and they were definitely
Mm-hmm.
like a father figure to
Yep.
the young men.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me look at this. So you said most people don't know who Kerry Collins is. I mean, we do for sure.
Yeah, bro. I can
Obviously.
I can I could throw some old school names up out of Penn State now. LeVar Arrington, Courtney Brown.
Mhm.
Kajana Carter.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, yeah, Penn State, one of them
And
big
then
time programs
you
now.
notice the positions that you just named too?
Yeah, obviously linebacker. Paul
Linebacker and
Posluszny.
running back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
yeah.
Linebackers, running backs. It's those are the guys. Those are the guys. What's going on, Rob Rex? Does he need to have a NBA say? Oh, we're gonna get to
We're
it.
gonna get to that. We're gonna
Oh,
get to
we
that.
got
Don't
one.
you worry,
We
Rob
got
Rex.
one.
Trust me, bro. Crosswalk, we're gonna touch on all of the sports, brother.
Now, before we leave the college area, I am curious. You watch a lot of games. Is there anybody that's a Heisman front runner to you? Or do you see somebody that's fallen out of the race completely? Because this is a shorter race than the MVP of the NFL.
So somebody that's fallen completely out is the guy we thought was in the driver's seat, quarterback at Oklahoma, John Mateer. I think he's out now.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to say this because I don't even want to like try and jinx him or anything. But the dude in the driver's seat is clearly Ty Simpson, quarterback at Alabama. Like I'll anybody I got the smoke for anybody that wanna say otherwise. There's been anybody playing at a higher level than Ty Simpson right now. I don't know if you watched the Bama Missouri game, bro, but it was 4th and 8,
Yeah.
and he threw a dot to convert. It was like a 20-yard game, bro. Like in a super small window. This guy's
Mhm.
getting everybody on one page, leading the team after dealing with the adversity against FSU week 1, and just has played lights out and is making himself a lot of money right now.
Yes, he
And
is.
hopefully, Bama got Tennessee coming in this weekend, another
Big
ranked
game.
matchup in the SEC, rivalry game, the third Saturday in October. Those not from the South that don't know, it's a big deal. Bama, Tennessee is hate week. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And I just, hope he continues to keep playing well. And Carson Beck has played well also. But I think the issue Carson Beck gonna run into, Grimy, is just that Miami just don't have a lot of those marquee games where he just gonna be,
It's true.
going up against somebody else where he really, really can show out. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. So right on time with what Grimy said. So check this out. These are going to be the odds. So Carson Beck is leading, and this is just according to the odds. I do think that high probability that's a flip. You see how close the odds are plus 360, plus 380. Ty
Mm-hmm.
Simpson goes in there and does a number on Tennessee. He slides into the driver's seat. Then Fernando Mendoza, that's a big dude, man. That is a big
Yeah,
old.
Mendoza been playing well. He's been playing real well.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Smith, to me, he hasn't been doing much this year. Like Ohio State's offense has kind of just been going through the motion because their defense has been smothering people.
Speaking of them, they still got Julian Saying in here, which is
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I like Julian Saying, but like you said, I haven't seen them, really putting things out there to
Mm-hmm.
press the Heisman voters to
Yep.
think that he's gonna, either one of them are gonna be up there like that. So, yeah, for my money, it's definitely Ty Simpson, then Carson Beck, especially considering the fact that he's not gonna have that many showcases
Mm-mm.
to show.
And bro, if we just think about Bama's schedule just to finish out the year, bro. Tennessee, ranked game. Oklahoma, ranked game. South Carolina on the road. That's going to be a tough game. LSU, ranked game. Auburn on the road. One of the biggest rivalries. Like, Ty
Yeah.
Simpson is going to have so many opportunities just to, like, have those wow and splash plays. It's going to
Mhm.
be, if he keeps playing at this rate, he's definitely going to win it.
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to agree. What's going on, Juice Man? Um, yeah, I definitely think that Ty has every opportunity to win this award, but he has an opportunity to mess it up too. So,
True. Very true.
yeah. So, so speaking of the NBA, I'm sure you saw this too. So LeBron James is 162 years old. He has sciatica. You know what is interesting is like when I heard this, I was like, reading the reports and people were, you know, like speculating on how long he would be out and da 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 da. And I'm just imagining how the person told him that this was the problem. And it's like, dude, like you got old. I mean, it happens to everybody. Like that's just what happened. You're you're old. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being older. Like there's there's nothing I won't say there's nothing you can do about it, but it's very hard to treat and it's very um hard to figure out like where the actual issue is. Like it's a tough situation and it's related to age. It's just what it is. I mean, what did you think when you heard this? Like what do you
I think a little bit of it is just LeBron, being a savvy vet, understanding like, hey, like I don't really want to start the season right now. Like it's all about we just gotta make it to the playoffs, get in, and then that's when the real basketball starts. So I think it's just more so like he's trying to pick his spots here and there in the year where he can get a little bit of rest, take care of that body. Cause I mean he's 40 years old now. So it's all about making sure you're ready to make that playoff run and make that playoff push. But the Luca will be able to do his thing. I know you don't like to hear that name though.
I mean, I root for Luca personally. And I hope he scores 100 points a game and I hope they lose all those games. That's all it is. I hope he have great stats. And but I can't have them winning nothing. That's not gonna work. But I mean, I for LeBron, like I just think that this is a very tricky situation. I hope that he doesn't rush himself back. Um, I think that based on this, we might not see him make all NBA for the first time in a couple decades. But just because he won't be eligible to make it based on games played. But I hope he makes it back, and I hope he isn't a shell of himself or anything like that, which I don't think he will be, just because he's too maniacal to have that happen. I think he'll be ready, but I'm just curious when he's going to come back and if they're going to have to try to climb out of a hole, and that's going to be very detrimental to their season.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're built to try to climb out of a hole. It's just not the kind of team that they have. What Grimy say? He said that Luka trade makes no sense to me. Kind of like the Chiefs having zero penalties last week. Do you know my son's daycare teacher said something to me about that? She was like, that's something with that." I was like, "I'm just trying to get him in here." Oh man, everybody think that the Chiefs are cheating, and I mean, they're not cheating. The
Hey,
refs are allowing too much.
bro, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, like in professional sports, when you have like those quote unquote superstars on your team, you definitely get better calls. It just is what it is,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh, what's up, Derpy Entertainment? He said it might be time for LeBron. I just wish he didn't retire Laker because LA don't appreciate him enough. What do you want him to do? You want him to go back to Cleveland?
Yeah, he'll probably go back there when it's all said and done. Sound like a 10-day contract to retire a calf.
I don't know. I think he's going to retire Laker. I don't think he
Really?
leaves. I don't think he leaves. I think he retires a Laker because he's trying to get one of them statues, man. I think he's trying to get one.
How are you gonna get one of those?
I ain't saying it's deserved. I'm saying I think he's gonna get one though.
Nah, bro. He need to go back to Cleveland. That's where he'll get a statue.
He gonna get one there too. He gonna get one there too.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy now. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I'm telling you, just wait. We'll see. I'm Dude. He's too big of a figure in both places to not get one. I think they're gonna give him one in both.
I don't know, dog. You put him in the same lore in Lakers lore as Shaq,
No,
Kobe, Magic. Like, nah.
no, I don't. I don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that he. I don't think that he deserves one. But
You can't get a Laker statue of one chip out there, and it was in the bubble. Like,
they're gonna give him one.
we gonna see. I really hope you're wrong about that. By the way, I really
I
hope
hope
you're
I'm
wrong.
wrong too. I hope I'm wrong too. But I feel like they just they give him so much leeway, allow him to do so many things. I think this is just the last piece of the puzzle. They're gonna give it to him, and it's gonna be quick too. It's gonna be quick.
Uh,
Yeah. Where oh, the morning run said both. See, I'm saying he gonna get both. He ain't
all
gonna get
right.
one in Miami though. He ain't getting one in Miami.
Nah, he'll definitely not gonna get one in
That'd be
Miami.
over Pat Riley's dead body. He ain't doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't doing it. But them two, yeah, I think he gonna get one. Derpy said, "Yeah, I wish he was in Cleveland now, just because they have the team to compete." Yeah. So on that, so I haven't even talked to you about this, but I had an idea, and what I want to do is maybe on our next episode is bring one or two, preferably two people on to have an NBA record draft. So basically, what we'll do is we're gonna have a snake draft of the teams in the NBA. We won't do all of them. We'll throw out a couple of them just to make it even, right? But so you're gonna pick teams, and at the end of the year, whatever their collective record is, whoever has the highest one wins.
Okay.
So, I mean, when it comes to the, at the very beginning, everybody's going to try to pick OKC, of course, but it's the middle part that's where you make your real money at.
Of course. Of
Is,
course.
is Dallas going to win more games than the Heat? Type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
we already know you taking Dallas, man. We already know.
if they're available, they going.
You taking them number one overall if you get the
I
first
ain't dumb.
pick.
Nah. So I'm curious, man. Who wants to actually jump on here and do an NBA record draft with us? I think that would be fun. It won't take very long, but whoever in the chat, grimy, lazy, derpy, morning run, whomever, um, we have all of our socials all over, so definitely hit us up. I want to try to do it next week. Does the season start next week?
That's
It
a
doesn't
good
matter. We
question.
start at the beginning of the season,
Yeah,
but
it don't matter.
let's see when does the season start. Yeah, season start October 21st, literally next week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would be fun. It'll make things very interesting, and it'll definitely get us to see what people think of these different teams. So yeah. Outside of that, that was actually all the topics. We actually flew through them pretty
Okay.
easily.
Okay.
Um, is there anything going into this week? Oh, you know what we didn't talk about was UFC Rio.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, which
So
yeah,
just to start, bro, Charles Oliveira, man. Every time you count Charles Oliveira out, he delivers every single time. And I mean, him in Brazil, bro, like he's probably unbeatable in Brazil, bro. Like if he fights somebody in Brazil, I'm sorry, whoever you are, you that's gonna be an L, straight up.
yeah. Outside of Ilya Tapor, probably. Yeah,
Well, we got Chico said he'll come on for the draft. So we just need
Okay.
one more then.
Just need one more then. Okay, dope. Yeah, not like that fight. It went pretty much like I thought it was going to. I mean, that was my dog of the week. That was an easy one. That was a real easy one.
My dog of the week was an easy one too.
Wait, who'd you pick?
I went with Pinto.
Oh yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I was not thinking. I don't know why. Yeah, but that was a good one. That was a really good one. Were there any surprises? I have one. But were there any surprises to you on that card?
Surprises on the card. Surprises on the card. Mm, mm, I think just how bad Joel Alvarez beat up Vicente Luque. Like, cause for me, when that fight started, it looked like Vicente Luque, like, oh yeah, he's definitely in this fight. Like, he's not taking a back step. He's throwing with power, but I mean, Joel Alvarez just melted him down, dog, and broke him down.
Mhm.
It was very impressive, and Joel Alvarez put all the welterweight on notice. Like, hey, it's a new dude up in the division as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting on Joel Alvarez to go up and weight, man. Like, it felt like they were trying to keep him at lightweight for whatever reason, and I knew that once he got up there, he was gonna do work. Now, I wish that he would've, like, actually, like, finished him, but Luka
Mm-hmm.
very, very difficult to get out of there. But, yeah, no, I was impressed by what he did, and hopefully he's fighting within the top 15, coming up next. But I think the fight that I won't say it like, well, I guess because I saw her in a different light, like the Bia Mosquita girl.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her on commentary and things like that. And it's just when you see somebody in that particular light and then you see them compete, you're like, wait, that's not even the same person. And
Mm-hmm.
the way that she came in and did what she did to Alex Skiva, um, that was really impressive. That was really impressive. I don't know if she's like a player in the division per se, but she's going to get a push because I should.
How could she not be a player in division, dog? That's that bantamweight, right?
Yeah, it is a terrible division.
That bantamweight shallower than the kiddie pool, dog.
Yeah.
Of course she a player instantly. Give her a top 15 match fight next, bro. That division is super light.
Yeah, that's true. It is pretty light. Big Dog Chico brought up Tank and Jake. Like, there's no fight that I want to see the least than this.
Yeah, like, bro, when I saw the face off, I was like, is this real? Like, Tank, itty bitty Tank fighting
Mhm.
Jake. Like, I don't know, man. Like obviously size matters, and Tank is been boxing all his life, and Jake Paul picking it up later in life, and
Mhm.
trying to make a run at it. I'm just curious to see what's the difference. Is the size gonna make up for the difference in skill and what that's gonna look like? Because I feel like Jake Paul don't have to hit Tank too clean and can do some real damage, whereas Tank can be teeing off on Jake Paul and he's just gonna be walking through the shots.
Yeah. So Grimy was asking you about the Tyler Skaggs trial. Have you heard any more about this?
Yeah, I'm familiar with what happened with Tyler Skaggs. I haven't been
Mhm.
following the trial though, but I'm very familiar with when all that went down, when it happened the whole nine. But to hear what Grimy said is like like they're trying to blame the Angels, like that doesn't surprise me at all. And it's definitely gonna get very ugly.
Mhm.
People gonna try and point the finger across sides to everybody else. So I mean, I feel like that's gonna get very ugly, very ugly.
It is. It is. And I remember when that happened. I mean, um, I definitely think there's probably some culpability on the Angel side, but I think they're going to try to sweep it under the rug and pay some money and dip on out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For sure. What are your thoughts on Asia Wilson being the GOAT conversation in WNBA? I have some strong thoughts about that.
Well, before we get to that, I don't know if you saw the post when she hit that game winner. It says the first time in WNBA history somebody's hit a game winner over a husband and wife. Bro, I lost it.
That was
Bro,
so funny. That was
bro,
so
the internet don't
funny.
miss, bro. Oh
That
my
was so funny.
God. I was
Oh man,
weak on that.
it's true. It's true. But I mean,
Uh,
what A. Wilson has done over these past 4 or 5 years, it definitely puts her in the conversation. I'm not saying that she is. the GOAT. You got Diana Taurasi, you got Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie did a lot of things in the league. Cheryl Swoops did a lot of things in the league back in the day. There's a lot of people, Maya Moore,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people that she would have to climb past. But I mean, she does it on both ends. Defensive Player of the Year, um, leading the league in all kinds of different categories. 4 MVPs. Like it's making it tough to push these other people up there. But I think she has a little bit more to do.
Yeah.
And the thing about the WNBA is where it's different from the NBA is the way that people generally view the WNBA. They kind of put these things together with their college resume as well,
Yeah.
and especially considering there's a lot of female basketball players like the Cheryl Millers of the world that weren't able to play in the pros because of things outside of their control. So there's a lot of things out like that they would have to that you have to kind of take into consideration. But she's in the conversation. She's 100% in the conversation. I can tell you that 100%.
Yeah, I like Tarasi, man. She just that dog, bro, and
Dude,
talks so much and go
yes,
talk to you while she doing it, bro. Like I really like me some Diana Taurasi. But yeah, shout out to Cynthia Cooper,
yeah,
Cheryl Swoops. They definitely need to get their flowers as well. 100%.
hmm yeah. Um, Yeah, Klaus, man. I talked about D'Angelo. I mean, on at the very beginning, dude. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very heartbroken about that. Very heartbroken about that. Derpy said for him, Cynthia Cooper or Cheryl Swoop goat in the WNBA. Yeah, it's true. It's true, and it's hard because they're old school ladies that deserve the credit. I mean, even Nancy Lieberman, she
Mm-hmm.
put in work back in the day. Like, there's so many people that don't get the shine that somebody like a Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese does now. That probably deserved it back then for sure. Um, Grimy said I could probably say I've never watched any WNBA games except clips on SportsCenter. I will tell you that WNBA games are way more fun to watch live, like actually going to the game, than they are on TV. It's just a different kind of energy. I've been to a couple of them and they've been really good, really, really good. It's kind of like watching hockey for me. Like, I can't watch hockey on TV, but going to a hockey game, totally different.
I can
Completely
say this, bro. I like some playoff hockey now. I can definitely watch some
different.
playoff hockey. Cause I'm gonna tell you how I got into it. I was out in San Diego one year, and my buddy was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you to this bar, blah blah blah, whatever." Well, it's Stanley Cup Finals are going on, and it just so happened he took me to the Boston Bruins bar in San Diego, and they were in the Stanley Cup Finals, and
Oh
it was craziness. And I was like, "Bro, it's lit, dog.
yeah.
Hockey ain't too bad, dog, for real."
Yeah. Yeah. Hockey's pretty dope, especially live. Um, wait, what does Rob say about Caitlin? As much hate as Caitlin Clark gets, but I think she still could be the best shooter once it's said and done. I'm glad I invested in her autograph rookie card. Oh no, you made some money on that one.
Oh
I
yeah.
would I would say Sabrina has an argument as far as the best shooter. Sabrina Ionescu is an amazing shooter. And she got some good shoes too.
Grimy, yes.
Yeah, did you have to ask that?
100% Grimy. Hey, you know
You know
your
that.
people, dog.
You know
Grimy,
that.
you know your people, Grimy.
Said old school WNBA was better than new school because they trash talk like crazy and didn't care about
Yep.
each other like nowadays.
Yep.
I will say, like, you heard Angel Reese out there talking. You know, Angel Reese can't shoot, but boy, she be out there talking like she can.
Yeah.
She be talking for real.
Bro, the
You know
closest
who
they,
else?
who
Um,
else?
dang, what's her name? What's her name? Plays for Seattle. Dang, used to play for.
Oh, Lauren Jackson.
Well, no, not her.
But she should be in there too,
She should be in there. She should be.
though. Lauren Jackson was a monster.
Yeah. No, this is girl.
Oh, you talking about is it Lena Deladon or the
Della
other girl
Don.
that
Oh
went to
my
you?
gosh.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about that talks a lot of trash.
Oh, did she go to UConn?
Mm-mm.
Who am I thinking of?
Dang,
Bro,
what
the
is her
closest I
name?
got to the WNBA, bro,
Skylar
I
Diggins.
actually.
Skylar Diggins.
Oh,
She talks
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of trash. A
Yeah.
lot. She's fun to watch. Just, I mean, if they could just mic her up and just play that, it'd be way more entertaining.
Bro, when I was in AAA, we were flying out to a city, bro, and a WNBA team was flying out. They were in like the next gate over, and we met like their team, and it was actually the team that Marion Jones was on. Honest to
Oh,
God, true story, dog.
wow.
Marion Jones, dog. No,
Marion could hoop,
for real.
boy. Back at UNC.
Real talk. Real
Yeah,
talk.
she was just amazing. What about professional volleyball?
Now I can watch some volleyball now.
Matter of fact, I'm actually about to buy tickets soon to watch the SMU basketball volleyball team, females.
Yeah, I
They
can
got a
definitely
girl.
go watch
They
that.
got a girl there that she's got a 40-something inch vertical. I was like, I
think I just seen it. It's a black girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I thought about it after it came out. I thought about it. My bad, dog. My bad.
As sure as a white dude invited you to a hockey game, a black dude be the one that you.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Fire. I go to the Flint Firebirds hockey games all the time. $18 to watch fights in the stands. My eyes can't beat it.
Yeah, that's a good time. That's a real good time right there.
As long as you ain't getting punched in the face. So I watched so many volleyball games. Do they keep scoring? Yeah, you watching the wrong thing, bro. What you watching?
You know what he watching, dog. You know what he watching.
Oh man. Let's see if my body's to volleyball game. My girl will leave. I'm taking my daughters to the game. So that is the plan. That it's got nothing to do with those other things. Ice Wars, hockey, bare knuckle boxing.
I saw this on Twitter a few days ago. That actually looked like it's kind of entertaining for real.
That looks very difficult. That's what it really looks like. How you gonna skate and be? Nah, that's crazy.
You ain't gonna see none of us doing that one though.
Nope. You need dry land. Dry land. Man, that was a good one. So before we jump off of here, man, anything you want to plug? I know you got some stuff.
So I definitely am going to be doing the college football stream at noon Eastern on Saturday. I'm not sure what game yet. I'll have it up at some point. We got the final episode of Dana White's Contender Series tonight. Everybody in the chat come through. That's at 8 Eastern tonight. This season has been phenomenal. The only not so great episode was week 1. Outside of that, they've all been phenomenal. Make sure you tune in for that. And I might do another live stream Friday as well. It's kind of tentative, but outside of that, those are the ones I definitely have on.
Cool. So I have and all the clips and stuff from this one are gonna be on the Making the Walk channel. I actually have an interview that should be coming out later this week if I finish editing it. And lightweight slide rankings should be coming out this week as well. So a ton of content coming out this week. Yeah.
Love to hear it. Love to see it.
Yep. So we got Big Dog Chico. He's gonna be on to do the record draft. If anybody else wants to jump in, I know Derpy said that it's a maybe for him, but anybody else that can for sure jump on next week, it'll probably be Monday next week. So on this same time, 4:15 on Monday. If you want to jump on and do that, that would be great. Just let us know. But yeah, until next time.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Make sure to come back next Tuesday to chop it up.
So please, whatever.